Hello everyone, welcome to Skyrise Academy. Today we are going to discuss about a very interesting topic, which is hike in the prices of lemons. I know we all must have been affected by this. You could have listened at your homes and even read in the newspapers that rice and lemon prices is affecting all the consumers. So let's see the context first. The price has reached unprecedented heights. A single lemon is being sold at rupees 10 to 15, depending on the cities. So that is the context, and it is hitting consumers really very bad. So before we go to its reasons, let's understand the production of lemons. So India produces 37.17 lakh tons a year across 3.17 lakh hectares, but the yield has been very low this year. What are the reasons? We will see soon. So a lemon tree flowers and gives fruits 3 times a year, right? Do remember this. So which states are the top lemon producing states? Lemons are grown in orchards, and orchards are the places where the plants are grown intentionally for commercial purposes. So Andhra Pradesh is the largest lemon growing state with 45,000 hectares under the fruit. Then we have Maharashtra, Gujarat, Odisha and Tamil Nadu. So यहाँ पे मैं आपको एक ट्रिक बताना चाहूंगी जिससे आप ये 5 स्टेट याद रख सको. So 2-3 ऑप्शन है. पहला है lemon मत जाओ. So lemons, please don't go. The price is very high, so we think before having a lemon, right? Because it like a single lemon is costing rupees 10 to 15, and summers are there, so it is a favorite drink. So demand is highest, and still it is out of reach. The price is too high. So lemon mat jao. So lemons, please don't go. So mat go is like Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, and go is Gujarat and Odisha. So mat go. Or if you can connect lemon with mangoes. So lemon and mango makes a wonderful combination. It is used in several pickles and even in the mojito drinks. Lemon and mango is added sometimes to just change the flavor and make it more interesting. So if you can remember lemon equal to mango, and in mango, as there is no state from N except Nagaland, but obviously lemons don't grow there. So then you can remember it this way also. Lemon equal to mango, and instead of N, you just add a T. So that makes it Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, and Odisha. So here is the trick to remember the states which grows lemon. It can be asked in prelims. It is very important. Do remember it. And the lemon is neither exported nor imported. So it is consumed domestically. So what is the climate required? It's warm, moderately dry and moist climate is required. You can make out from the states where it is being grown. And heavy rainfall is okay, like it's good enough. But then too heavy rainfall damages the crop and induces bacterial infection. Lemon orchards are grafted. So what is grafting? Grafting is the root of one plant and the shoot of other plant are tied together so that they grow together. So this is done. It is a very good practice in the commercially grown trees. Why it is done? To speed up the harvesting process and to increase the disease resistance of the plant. So here is a number just for your brief idea. So 1 acre में 200 से 250 trees grow होते हैं 1 एकड़ में, और एक tree एक yield में 1000 to 1500 lemon fruits देता है. So the amount is that huge. If you are one of those who cannot understand in the lakh hectares, like what is the amount, what is the India's consumption, then this is just a rough figure so that you get an idea of what is the consumption. And a single lemon tree gives 3 yields in a year. And in 1 year, 1000 to 1500 fruits are harvested. So this is not important. It is just for your better understanding. So now let's go to the three different seasons, the fruit cycle. So as we have already learned that it is harvested twice a year. So how that is done, a Bahar treatment has been, devised by the scientist and agriculturist, and that is being applied to the citrus plants, like the pomegranate, and also it is applied in guava in Gujarat. So the Bahar treatment includes the irrigation is stopped 45 days before the flowering. Chemicals are sprayed. Chemicals is typical Itral, 2.5 percentage in like the percentage of 100, just 2.5% of Itral chemical is sprayed. And then the plants are pruned a little bit. Pruning is very important form. Pruning is like cutting the shoots here and there so that the plant grows really well. So pruning is required for every plant. So if you are, if you have plants at your home, so do prune them weekly. It will, for their healthy growth, it will promote its growth really well. So that is the pruning, cutting the shoots here and there. And then fertilizers are added, irrigation is resumed, and that forces the tree to flower, and then the fruit formation takes place, and then it is harvested. So there are three seasons, three Bahars. First is the Ambi Bahar, which is currently going on. Then is Mrig, and last is Hasta. So in Ambi, the Bahar treatment is given in Jan and Feb, and the fruit is harvested in April. So it contributes to 60% of the production. In Mrig, June and July, the treatment is given. In October, it is harvested. It contributes to the 30%. Most of the Mrig harvest is goes to the cold storage, and we get fresh fruits in the Ambi and the Hasta Bahar. So in Hasta, September to October, the treatment is given, and in March it is harvested. It contributes to just like 10% and is consumed quickly. So now why there is so much hike in the price? Let's see the reasons. So this is one of the very few years in which both the Bahars failed. So failure of Hasta Bahar and now the Ambi Bahar. Both the Bahars failed. Why they failed? So there was excessive rainfall in September and October, which led to the failure of Hasta Bahar. And excessive rainfall induces bacterial formations in orchards. And in Ambi Bahar, in the end of Feb this year, there was sudden rise in the temperature, and that led to the early falling of the flowers of the lemon tree and failure of the crop. So that's why we are facing the supply shortage. So there is a mismatch between the demand and supply, and that is why we are seeing so much rise in the price. What are the other issues and what can be done to tackle the issue? So we have storage issue. We have serious storage issues. Warehousing stock per capita, India lags far behind than its other countries. So India is at 0.02. It is measured in square meters. China is at 0.8, UK at 1.09, and US is at whooping 4.4. So there is no demand and supply mismatch in US. It is tackled really well. So in the solutions, what India needs to do, it has to increase its storage capacity. So current storage capacity is limited to just the 4 states. Here, the trick to remember them is PUBG. We all know the famous PUBG game. So storage PUBG, if you could link this to, and then you can get your 4 states where the warehousing storage is there, well developed. So first is Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, West Bengal, and Punjab. But if you want to remember in the PUBG order, it is Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, Bengal, and Gujarat. Bengal is easy to remember because from B, we don't have many. So we have Bihar, but you could make out Bengal because it is developed in warehouse, right? So other states like Maharashtra and Karnataka have potential. They can, they have the potential to export also. So there, the warehousing can be developed first. So it is like underutilization of resources. And further, wherever the warehouses are there, there is poor utilization of storage capacity because 70% of the storage is used only to store potatoes. Only 30% is used for multi-commodity. So that is improper utilization also. So conclusion, when will the price get corrected? When will the current situation improve? So there are no hopes. It will stay more or less the same because the new harvest will come in October. Just we learned in Bahar. Ambe harvest will come few more in the market, but won't change the price significantly. So this has become a chronic event. Every few months we listen. The commodity changes, but then there is inflation or the demand crashes. So when there is so much of demand and there is no supply, consumers are hurt. And when there is a lot of supply and lesser demand, then it hurts the farmers badly. So right now there is a high food inflation. Last month, the food inflation was released. It rose by 7%. So food inflation mostly consists of the fruits and vegetables, and it hurts the consumer. And there is this wild fluctuation in food commodities every now and then. So it has become a chronic event. So what's the solution? The perfect solution is building a storage capacity to tackle the mismatch between the demand and supply. Also, it doesn't stop here. Just building a storage capacity won't work because then how will it be transferred or transported to the markets? So for that, we even need a well-developed cold chain. Now, what is a cold chain? Cold chain is the transport of temperature-sensitive commodity. It is in the past it was mostly used for the vaccines, but in the developed countries it is also used for the perishable goods like fruits and vegetables. So from the farm, the harvest is collected, transported to the packing houses. Then the packing houses, they pack the fruits well, and then they are then transferred to the storage, the cold storages, and then the refrigerated transport then transfers it to the market for sales. So it is a whole system. So just the government cannot do. Both the private sector and the government must invest in the sustainable solution. So you're just tackling the demand and supply for lemons won't do. We need a warehouse capacity. We need a capacity building, storage capacity, coupled with the cold chain storage. And only when both are combined, we will have a sustainable solution to this price fluctuations in the food commodities. If you have any queries and doubts, do write me in the comment section. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.